Hi all, welcome to week 2 of the Mind-Muscle Connection series. My name is Shriya. Today this session focuses in on highlighting the importance of our mind connecting with our moving muscles. So we're bringing our awareness to our muscles, what they're doing, how they're feeling, and how they're working during each move today to really make sure we're getting the most out of our strength exercises. We're going to start with our warm-up. We're going to do each move for 30 seconds. So we're going to begin with just some knee hugs. Bring one knee into the body and the other in. As we do this, we're checking our balance, so we're checking our stability, seeing if there's any tightness in the hips. I'm going to do one more on each side. Excellent. Now we're going to move to heel to bump kicks. With a little step in between, just bring one heel towards the bump and the other one. We're going to do 4 more. 2 and 1. Excellent. We're going to bring those feet wide. We're going to do an inner thigh stretch. So leaning over from one side to the other, feeling that stretch on the inside of the leg. Last one here. And then our last stretch is an overhead reach, over to the side. Really getting some length through that body. Alrighty, so we're going to get right into the strength workout. We're going to do 6 moves today, each for 45 seconds. We're going to start with a squat. So our feet are going to be a little bit wider than our hips. Weights are optional. I'm going to do the first round without weights, and then I'll throw in some weights and variations in the second and third round. We're going to start with our squat. So we're going to stick the hips back and stretch. We're going to do for 45 seconds. Here we go. Down and down. As we do this move, we're really focusing on what is working. So as we go down, our weight is through the heels. As we come up, we're squeezing the bum. You feel our quads working, some glutes, a little bit of hamstrings as well. We check in on that core posture, feeling a little bit of core work. About 3 seconds. And excellent. Next, I'm going to get you to grab your weights or your band. We're going to move in straight to bent over rows. So we're slightly bent over at the hip, weights slightly in front of us. We're going to pull up and down for 45 seconds. So we're focusing in on a gentle squeeze through those shoulder blades, keeping our spine long. Feel our back muscles working and squeezing. There. Alrighty, we're going to move straight to move number 3 is our deadlift. So feet are a little bit narrower, shoulders are back. We're going to bend over from the hips. We reach a little about shin height, come back up. Here we go. Down and this one's really important to focus in on seeking those hips back, trying not to bend the knees anymore. You feel a stretch in the hamstrings on the way down, and then some work as you come up. Muscles as you come up. We're going to do one more here. Excellent. We're going to put those weights down. We're going to get into our push-ups. So either a wall push-up, a table, or a chair. You can even get right down to the floor. I'm going to do a chair version. So with our push-up, we're going to do a narrow push-up. So arms just about shoulder width apart. We want to step back until we're in a plank position. When you lower, you're going to bend your elbows. Think of reaching your chest down towards the wall or the chair, not your head. Here we go. Bend, stretch. Really focus in on keeping those hips lined up. A little bit of chest, a little bit of triceps and biceps, and core work happening here. And last one. Excellent. Next, we're going to have a seat on our chair. Front edge of your chair, we're going to do leg extensions. We want us to be sitting on the front edge of our seat, so we're pulling up nice and tall, working with posture muscles. We're going to extend one heel out in front of you. I want you to make sure those toes are pointing up to the sky. Push out through your heels. We're going for the quad here this time. We're going to alternate. No weight with this movement. You should feel those quad muscles activating, muscles right above your knee, especially as you keep those toes up, pushing out through the heel. Alrighty, last one, lean backs. We're really going to hone in on that core muscle. So in the front edge of your seat, cross the arms so they're out of the way. If you do need support, feel free to use the chair. We're keeping our spine tall. We're leaning back from the hips, so leaning back just until you feel those core muscles activate, and then you're going to squeeze them to bring yourself back up to the top. So leaning back, pausing for a second, lean back. We're keeping our feet on the floor, and I really want you to bring your attention to your core muscles. Are they squeezing you and pulling you forward? Almost like a rope extending out from the abdomen. A couple more. Almost there. Last one, we're going to do one more. Excellent. That's round one of all of our exercises. We're going to take a 60-second break. If you need some water, you just need to move around, stretch it out, feel free to do that. So 60 seconds, give us time to just breathe, relax a little bit, and then we're going to do all of those exercises again. So bringing attention to our movement is really important. Studies have shown that just thinking about moving a particular muscle can already start activating pathways and muscles and muscle fibers. And when we combine that with an actual movement, we actually increase the effectiveness of the exercise without necessarily needing to increase the weight or change the movement entirely. So it just gets more effective, you get better results. And it also just trains those motor pathways so your muscles move better when you're thinking about them. Alrighty, so we're gonna come back to the beginning. We're gonna start with our squat. I'm gonna grab some weights this time. A little bit more of a weighted feel, so if you wanna make your exercises harder, grab those dumbbells at the side. We're gonna start with squats, so lower and stretch. If you have weights, be a little tougher on the way up, but still think about pushing up through those heels, engaging the tummy muscles, and breathing. Almost there. One more in. Excellent. Alrighty, we're going to move to move number 2, which is our bent over rows. So slightly bent over at the hips, dumbbell straight in front. We're going to pull those elbows up and stretch. You don't want anything else moving except those arms. Really focus in on that gentle squeeze between the shoulder blades, almost like squeezing a pencil. Last one. Excellent work. Next, we're going to move to deadlift. So feet are narrow, dumbbells or weights in front or no weights. Spine long, or bending over and up. So I'm really pushing my hips back, keeping my knees soft, but I'm not bending them anymore as I lower. Keeping my spine long, not rounding at the shoulders. Keep that chest out a little bit. One more. Excellent. We're going to put those weights down. We're going to get ready for our push-ups. So either chair, wall, table, or right down to the floor. Into that push-up position. Here we go. Lower and up. You don't want your head reaching towards the surface. You want your chest reaching. Two more, and last one. Excellent. We're going to have a seat. We're going to move into our leg extension, so sitting up nice and tall. If you want some added challenge with this, we can put a fair bend around the calf. We're going to extend one leg and lower. Keeping the chest lifted. Really pushing it through that heel. You should feel those muscles just above the knee contracting, getting firm. Last one. Excellent. And last one, our lean back. So crossing those arms, sitting up nice and tall, and leaning back. So we feel the core muscles activate, and then coming back forward. And back, and up. Make sure your spine stays tall. You're not rounding on the back. almost there. Last one. Excellent. Alrighty. So one more 60-second break, and then we're going to repeat it for one more round. So stretch out, grab a sip of water, whatever it is you need to do. Last round, we're really going to try and focus even a little bit harder on the muscles working. Can you feel the extra work that's happening? Can you focus entirely on the movement and try and ignore outside distractions? We're moving with intention today. We're going to start back at the top with our squats. We're going to grab our weights, have them out at our side. Here we go. So we're going to squat and stretch. Make sure you're breathing out on the hardest part of the exercise. Push your heels a little harder into the ground. And squeeze your core a little bit extra this round. Make it the best round before we finish today. Last one. Excellent work. We're going to get ready for those rows. Just slightly bend over. Here we go. Row and stretch. Couple. One more. Excellent. We're going straight into deadlift. So keeping those feet narrow, weight in front, and down, and up. Spine is long. Knees are soft, but still straight. So can you feel that stretch in the back of your hamstrings? And then can you feel the work they're doing to get your body back upright? We're going to do one more. Excellent. So we're going to go back to those push-ups. Here we go. Forward. And stretch. So try and keep those elbows close to the body. Don't let them flare out to the side. Keep those tummy muscles tight. Stretch your low back. Feeling it in our chest, our biceps, a little bit into the triceps. Last one. Excellent. Have a seat. We've got two more exercises. So we're going to do our leg extensions. So sitting up nice and tall, extending one leg and the other leg. One more on each side. Excellent. Last one. So cross those arms. Get ready for your lean back. So spine up nice and tall. Core engaged. Lean back. Lean forward. Here. It's still work. That's it. That's 3 rounds of our strength circuit today. Great job. So we're going to finish off with some stretching. I'm going to show some standing stretches today. You can definitely modify these to seated if you need a more supportive surface. So for our hamstrings, we're just going to start with having one heel out on the ground. I'm going to lean over at the hips until I feel a stretch in the back of that leg. I'm either going to hold the chair, or I'm actually going to put my hands on my supporting leg, not the stretched leg. We want to hold our stretches for a minimum of 10 seconds. 30 seconds is even better. We're going to switch to the other side. If you can hold it for the 30 seconds, and longer is always good too if you want to hold the stretch for a little bit longer. But at least 10 seconds, taking some deep breaths so your muscles have time to relax after all that hard work you did. Okay, we're going to go to quads next. So you can either grab on to that foot. You can also grab your shoe, sock, or pant leg. Working at keeping the knees close together, pushing slightly forward at the hips. Feel a stretch up the front of the thigh and maybe a little bit into that hip. We're going to switch to the other side. You can also place your foot on the chair by grabbing it, so it's not ideal for you. The chest stretch, so you can either do this with no equipment at all. If you have a wall nearby or a chair, place your hand against the chair and just twist and lean gently from the chair until you feel a stretch through those chest muscles. Keep that posture up nice and tall. Use the wall for the other side, so we're going to place our hand against the wall and then twist away until you feel a stretch in those chest muscles. So stretching should be strong but not painful. Slight discomfort is okay, but if you start to feel pain, we're going to ease out of that stretch. Alrighty, we're going to do shoulders, so bring one arm across the body for a shoulder stretch. And the other side. And lastly, we're going to finish off with triceps to the upper body. So arm behind you. We're going to do the other side. A modification, if reaching overhead, if you have any shoulder issues, you can reach across and push up on the elbow. So that's modified version, or you can increase it maybe more. and relax. We're just gonna finish off with some deep breaths. So we're gonna breathe up, breathe in, reach arms up to the sky. Breathe out, reach all the way down to the ground. And softly bend the knees and roll up slowly. We're gonna do one more time. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out. Down, you can brace on the legs if you need to. And then slowly roll up. Excellent. So that's it for today. Thank you for joining me. Feel free to, if you need to make this workout a bit longer, you can always add some additional rounds or increase the time of the sets that we did today if you want to make this workout more challenging. So thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time.